to me, have you work, 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 work. You see me do me dirt, dirt, dirt.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Shemaine here, and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see by the title, I am channeling all types of vacation vibes, okay? Any kind of vacation vibe I can get, I'm channeling that. So with that being said, I've come up with this super dope sunset look using my Jaclyn Hill volume 2 palette that is by Morphe to create this super simple yet bomb ass makeup look. So obviously, if you guys want to stay tuned to see how I achieve this look, make sure you keep on watching. But of course, before you do, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Show your girl some love. Make sure you hit the post notification button so you guys are notified every single time your girl uploads. All right, you guys, I'm just going to switch over to voiceover just so I can like talk you through like what I'm doing with this particular look. So as I mentioned in my intro, I am using my Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette by Morphe. This is actually my first time really using this palette. I've had it for quite a while. If you guys are looking for a super dope palette that has like really bright colors in it, this is definitely for you. So what I'm doing is just taking like this orange shade. This is called My Man in that palette. And I'm just packing it really good into the crease. I think this look is really about blending. As you guys can see, I'm just using windshield wiper motions back and forth and packing that color on with a blending brush. I believe this brush is by Juvia's Place, and I am just kind of buffing that out, going back and forth. I did kind of tap into that other eye just to intensify that orange shade a little bit more. And just working that into the crease. So again, just taking my time with blending that. All right, so moving on to the next shade, I am using Stay True in that same palette, and I'm just packing that onto my lid. I'm using a like more stiffer synthetic brush to pack that color on. I really want to intensify that shade as much as I can. So again, I'm just packing that on. I'm not using any type of precision when I put that shade on because again, I'm gonna go back in and blend it. Feel free to take a drink every single time you hear me say shade because I was just using shade a lot just now. So I'm just using again that same shade, packing it on, and then I'm just gonna buff it out. So I'm using a blending brush. I used this brush from a Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. They're always like double-sided, and I'm using like that fluffier side, and I'm just gonna like blend that into the crease. But just keep in mind when you do that, it does kind of like take a little bit of the color out of the lid. So I'm just gonna like go back and add and pack more color onto the lid, as you can see. So it's a lot of doing that, just like going back and forth and buffing it out, as you can see this entire look. So next I'm going to take the shade No Joke, same palette, and I'm going to actually blend that a little bit over the orange shade that I used earlier, just to again get like that super gradient like sunset effect. That's the vibe I was going for. Again, your girl is missing a vacation. Do you hear me? So I really wanted to kind of like bring out that sunset like look in this makeup look by taking that yellow and again just buffing that yellow over the edges of the orange that I used earlier, just so everything can kind of like blend out seamlessly. So again, just going back and forth, blending everything out, making sure you buff that out, no harsh lines, is really the key to this makeup look. All right, you guys, so that is pretty much it for the eyes, of course, until I go back and like hit the bottom lash line and do all of that. There really wasn't much else to it, so I'm going to move on to my skin. You guys do see me adding a little bit of oil with my foundation. My skin has been super dry these days, so I'm going to keep the foundation super light, especially like in the summertime if you guys are thinking about doing this look. Then of course you want to keep everything on the skin really light, nothing like too heavy on the skin. So I'm using all Fenty products for my foundation routine. I'll be sure to have them linked in the description box below, of course. I do need to record a foundation routine for you guys. I'll make sure I have that coming up. But I'm just taking my foundation, of course, my concealer, buffing all of that out, and just kind of wrapping up my skincare and my foundation. And then I'm just going to go back in with like finishing up the makeup look itself. So that's actually what you're going to see me doing here. I'm going to actually fast forward this part a lot just because I'm not really focusing on the skin. And then I will be right back. Tonight, I'm sorry. Rolling. How many more shots until you're rolling? We just need face to face. You could pick the time and the place. You'll spend some time away. Alright, so now that the foundation is done, I'm going to use that same shade in that palette, Stay True. This is the same shade that I used for my lid. I'm using like a smaller precision brush, and I'm just sweeping that shade on my bottom lash line. So I'm keeping that as close to my bottom lashes as possible. I don't want it to kind of like get too dark underneath my eyes. So I'm keeping that very, very close to the waterline, and I'm just sweeping that color back and forth. So as you can see, just kind of going back and forth. I'm not getting too messy with that application, just keeping it very, very close to the lash line as possible. So doing the same thing for the other side. You guys excuse me if you can hear my dog in the background, but after I'm done applying that shade, I'm gonna go back to like that orange transition shade again, that is called My Man, and I'm using a little bit more of a fluffier brush, and I'm buffing like that fuchsia shade out a little bit, just so it's not so harsh underneath the eyes. I'm just kind of like buffing it out just to get, again, that like super smooth like gradient look on the bottom lash line. So that's what you see me doing here.
You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the righteous. Nobody text me in a crisis.
Alright, you guys, so as you can see, I'm just further blending that shade out on the bottom lash line, making sure everything is all buffed out and diffused. And then I'm going to move on to blush. So for blush, I did reach for an oldie but goodie. This is NARS Orgasm Blush, and I'm just popping that on the apples of my cheeks. I really, really love this blush for this look. I think it really just ties in everything together. Just that beautiful pink iridescent tone to it just really made the look pop to me. So that is pretty much what I'm doing. After I'm done with my blush, I am then going to hit the inner tear ducts. In that same Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, I did reach for like this really dope like yellow gold shade. It is called Talia. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. So it's a super bright like gold yellow, and I thought this would be super dope for the look. So just popping that into my inner tear duct just to really make that sunset look pop is really what did it for me, you guys. I love a good highlighter, so I think that this was a perfect choice. Speaking of highlighter, I'm just hitting what is that? My cheekbones with some of the Mean Money and Hustler Baby highlighter by Fenty Beauty. Now, as far as this lip combination, y'all, this is like have become one of my favorite lip combos. And it's a combination of KKW's why can't I get it out? KKW's lip liner. I don't remember what the shade is on this, but I'll make sure I have it linked down below. And then it is also one of the Hue sticks. This is in Perk by Tinted. And then nonetheless, I'm going to follow that up with one of the Slip Shine glosses by Fenty Beauty as well. I don't have the shade right offhand, but I'll be sure to have that linked in the description box for you guys. You all, this is like my favorite nude combination. It took me a while to really just like find this this perfect shade. I know nudes kind of range based off your skin tone, so it took me quite a while to really find like the perfect nude for my skin tone, one that I absolutely love. Again, just using that lip liner, using that Hue stick, and then following it up with that Slip Shine gloss. Oh my god, it just really set this look off. So as you guys can see, that is pretty much it for the look. I kept the lips super neutral, super nude, just because there was a lot going on. And you guys, that's it. I'm gonna give you guys a couple little shots. You guys, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Show your girl some love, and Lord willing, I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Bye.
You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the righteous. Nobody text me in a crisis. I believed all in your dreams, like duration. You took my heart, I'm like